I didn't want this. But I had no choice.
We always have a choice. You had a choice to report the Hunter Biden laptop story.
My newspaper was dying.
I needed money. I was scared. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just want you to understand. The only thing left to me now
Is the empty husk of woke ideology.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. At some point, you really have to wonder how he does it. President Trump posting just a day ago that MSNBC, commonly known as MSNBC, is a threat to our democracy. Such lying and miserable people, bad people at the top. Within hours, MSNBC had canceled Joy Reid's left-leaning show in major shakeup. They also go and cancel 3 other left-wing anchors. All of them are totally derivative of each other. I mean, it's like they're completely interchangeable. They're total NPCs waiting for their chip update. Orange man bad. 3 more left-wing anchors have been ousted after Joy Reid. The left-wing anchors include Eamon Moynihan, Katie Phang, and Jonathan Capehart. The Post has learned. Never heard of these people, except for Jonathan Capehart, but again, they're just totally replaceable NPCs. The overall follows the ouster of rabid anti-Trump anchor Joy Reid after reports surfaced on Sunday that the Comcast-owned network is canceling her show and maybe selling MSNBC. Perhaps this is a way to increase the value of a potential sale. On Monday, MSNBC insider told the Post that the staff was working with Capehart and Phang were informed that their weekend shows will also be canceled. The source spoke shortly after The Guardian reported that the program will be taken off the air. The show Eamon, who are these people? I've never even heard of them. Airs weekends, so it's like they're like gutting all of their weekend shows. Who is this? Who is Katie Phang? Who is Eamon? Who is this? Who the hell are these people? These dorks. Have a great time on Substack. Look at this. Lester Holt out at NBC Nightly News after MSNBC axed Joy Reid. Oh, baby. Lester Holt, who moderated presidential debates and who was the Mr. Big Time at MSNBC, is now also gone. Insane. He was making $10 million a year. $10 million a year for Lester Holt to sit there and lie to you. He's 65 years old. He announced he is stepping down in a memo sent to staffers on Monday. 10 years after he stepped in to replace longtime fixture Brian Williams on a full-time basis. You recognize this guy, right? Yeah. Again, a propagandist and a liar. The veteran anchor will now only man his usual spots on Dateline NBC. So NBC is just gutting its entire platform. NBC, whose assets include MSNBC, who just canceled Joy Reid's show, and 3 others, whatever these shows were. Katie's Sidebar. Look at this. So much, dude, could you just get a tie? They're such clowns. They cost so much. These shows cost so much money. These shows cost tens of, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. To do what exactly? Nobody's watching. Our stream gets more viewers than MSNBC. They were saying that MSNBC gets 40,000 to between 40,000 and 65,000, the key demo viewers. That's insane. Depending on the stream, we double that. One veteran anchor will only man his usual spot. Holt will continue to helm the nightly news until early summer. The anchor will then devote his energy to a rapidly expanding powerhouse at his Dateline. Really? It's a powerhouse? Really? How's your ratings been over the last 10 years? Holt, previously the show's host on Weekend Edition, began hosting nightly news on weekdays in 2015 after the scandal surrounding the Iraq War upended Williams' career. It wasn't a scandal. The guy lied about being in a helicopter getting shot at. Brian Williams, he's just a liar. He's just a filthy, dirty liar. And stolen valor as well. He's trying to steal valor from people that were actually shot at in helicopters in the military. He has since told Sassers that his time at the show was an amazing ride, and he's, quitting. Because everybody's done with the anti-Trump, weeping, crying, humiliating anchors. Look at this. You ever heard of these shows? This is the point, right? I knew who Brian Williams was. When I was, a younger man, I was born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s. And, some people remember Walter Cronkite, right? It's like a famous newsman, like the anchor man, right? Will Ferrell. Some people remember Dan Rather, Peter Jennings, Tom Brokaw. Do you remember these guys? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But these were mainstays. These were very important guys. They really delivered the news every night. People watched. They cared. They really cared. My grandparents really cared about their news anchors. Who the F are these people? Who are they? The whole point of having a show is be relevant, connect with your audience, have a real audience. The reason why they're all weeping and crying and sobbing right now, as Joy Reid is because they don't have a real audience. You are nothing without corporate media propping you up with their USAID fake numbers, fake audience, fake programming. Joy Reid just crashing out hard today. It's great. I'll play the clip in just a second. Lester Holt stepping down. The collapse of media is underway. Now it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Before putting away her notebook, she realizes she has time for one more. With her red Sharpie, cap still loose, she flicks it off and presses her marker over the name Lester Holt. Her face remains stoic as she turns the page. It's over. Lester Holt and NBC stalked the parents in my town when they were first in the nation fighting to take back our schools from radical Marxists. They ignored minority parents leading the charge because it was compromised. It compromised their false narratives. Good riddance. That's right. This guy was an absolute liar and jackwagon. Acosta out, Joey Reid out, Lester Holt out, RFK to ban big pharma ads, and then we will really see the collapse of mainstream media. That's exactly right. Mainstream media almost entirely propped up by big pharma ads. Acosta, Chuck Todd, Joy Reid, Lester Holt, all of them gone. Keep it coming. Who's next? Good riddance to Lester Holt, an awful man who was a key piece of the Russia collusion hoax when Trump told him he fired Comey because it was the right thing to do, even knowing that it could be used against him. The remark was immediately twisted to suggest Trump fired Comey because of Russia collusion. She takes her red Sharpie. There it is. Just the absolute destruction of corporate media is at hand. Meanwhile, our show's never been better. And it's great. And a lot of people on Fox News seeing record ratings. Joy Reid was canceled. Lester Holt, who will lose their jobs next. Yeah, maybe it is The View, right? Will lie for food. Jim Acosta, Joy Reid, Lester Holt. That's good. I love AI. Yeah, look at this. All of these shows down 50 and 60%. 50 and 60%. Absolute total collapse. The week of January 6th. The insurrection of news shows, right? Showing that there's an absolute wildfire raging at MSNBC and CNN as a considerable portion of their viewers go over to Fox News. Trump accuses MSNBC of unpardonable sin as he dances on the grave of Joy Reid after cancellation. Donald Trump demanded MSNBC pay restitution for damaging the nation and branded Joy Reid mentally obnoxious racist while learning her show had been canceled. Donald Trump. It's a perfect image of Donald Trump dancing. Lowlife chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts, the owner of Ratings Challenge, NBC and MSNBC, has finally gotten the nerve up to fire at least the least talented people in television, mentally obnoxious racist Joy Reid, based on her ratings, which were virtually non-existent. She should have been canned a long time ago with everybody else who works there. Also thrown out Alex Wagner, the sub on seriously failing Rachel Maddow show. Rachel rarely shows up because she knows there's nobody watching, and she also knows she's got less television persona than virtually anybody in television except perhaps Joy Reid. Then there's, of course, low IQ con man Al Sharpton, who is perhaps the lowest TV ratings in the history of television. What is he doing to Brian Roberts to stay on the air? What is he doing to Brian Roberts to stay on the air? The whole corrupt operation is nothing more than an illegal arm of the Democrat Party. They should be forced to pay vast sums of money for the damage that they've done to the country. Unpardonable sin. You know, it's amazing Trump's winning these lawsuits. I'm starting a GoFundMe to help Joy Reid afford eggs. Trump's winning these lawsuits against ABC, CNN. They're all having to pay President Trump and funding massive wings in his presidential library. It's amazing. It's an incredible timeline. The sacred timeline, we call it. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not sick of winning yet. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe to support real media as we all bask in the embers of the collapsed corporate media. Oh, it is sweet. See ya.